while we wait for our last people to join.
Yeah, please go ahead.
You might have watched one of our previous episodes either from Mumbai or Hyderabad. But
Yeah.
back today here in Bangalore at the IKEA Nagasandra store. Today's topic will be about how to prepare a healthy, sustainable lunch or snack for your children together with them.
Before we start, a little bit of practicalities. On your screen, you will see a chat box. You can put in your questions or comments or some love for us or IKEA in there. One of our colleagues will try to answer you and help you out with your questions. You can also press the little heart button and show some love for us or IKEA. You will also see the products we talk about pop up on your screen on the right, and you can click on them for more information or directly add them to the shopping list. I think we covered it.
Thank you for those practicalities, Finchi. Let's get started.
Absolutely. So today we're going to be making a healthy food in our kitchens with our children, and it's going to be super fun, it's going to be super convenient, and we're going to make sure that it's really safe for the kids too. But
First things first, you know your kids love to get messy.
Yeah.
So I already put on this apron earlier, but we also have some aprons for the little ones. My personal favorite one is this Top Klokka. It's designed to look after, of course, a official professional chef's uniform. It even comes with a little hat and a very easy touch and close fastening, as you can see.
Yeah, and this hat. So your kids will basically feel like a professional chef in the kitchen.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I also really like the the aprons which come for the adults and for teenagers. They have these funky prints, as you can see if you're wearing one of them, and you can use these rinning tea towels for any spills which occur during the cooking. It's super fun too to look at, and it matches the apron, so
Great.
cooking can be fun and stylish.
I love that combination. Okay, Finchi, do you maybe have any to-go-to recipes when making a healthy or sustainable snack together with the kids?
So not with my kids as so far, but I do have this mantra that how you start your day is how you lead your day. And what better way to start your day but with a very healthy green smoothie.
Yeah.
So for this smoothie, you will need some green leaves. You could use spinach, you could use mint. We're using mint here today. You can use some apples and some dates for sweetening the smoothie, some milk and some water if needed. So
Great. Good, then let's get started.
Absolutely.
I have here the apples already. I saved them here in this sustainable cotton bag that is easy to carry around. You can put them on a hook to save space in your cabinets. Also, you see it's open, so the air will allow for the fruits to remain fresh for longer.
Yeah.
Of course, before we get started, we want to make sure to wash our apples. So I have this colander here. It's very space saving.
Yeah.
But when I need it, I just push it out like this.
That is so cool.
That is very practical, no?
Yeah.
Just put our apples in and we're going to rinse them over here.
Superb. Thanks for helping with that, EJ. So I will get our clean apples. So I have this really cool Risator basket to store my apples here. So these are my clean apples. And I feel that this is really cool to store your veggies or fruits in the kitchen because of the metal mesh, It helps your vegetables
Super.
to breathe. There's an air ventilation with it. And not just in the kitchen, I have some of these lying around in my bedroom, my hallway.
Multiple purpose.
Multiple purposes. So you can just, carry it around with your little knick and knacks in there. And it's quite spacious.
When spending time in the kitchen with your children, of course, safety must come first.
Yeah.
So if your little ones do not have a good view yet of the countertop,
Very important.
Very important, right? They want to see what you're doing to make sure that they're safe.
Yeah.
So we have this stepping stool. I think you're going to demonstrate it for us. How
So the kids
easy
can
it is.
basically stand on this. I can stand on this too. So it's quite sturdy, it's quite practical, and this will help them reach the shelves or the countertops easily and, make it really, efficient for them to use the tools and not struggle with it.
Good. We have our aprons on. We have the footstool.
Yes.
So we're ready to get to work.
Absolutely.
Then we have here this Smabit tools that are very fun and easy to use. Most importantly, they're also very safe. They're especially
Yeah.
designed for the little ones. See how easy that is,
So
right?
yeah, with the safety net on, so you can just remove this and just conveniently chop off your apple with it. That easy.
Okay, while you cut and peel some more apples, Vinci, let me check the chat real fast to see if we have any
Absolutely.
questions or comments so far. I see Dipti sharing with us here. Oh, that's funny. She says that the Top Klokka apron will really make the kids feel like proper junior master
Yes.
chefs. I agree with you, Dipti.
Yeah. And so I think now we'll get into making a smoothie,
Yes.
don't we?
Yep.
So for that, if you get me the blender, I'll give you some fruit.
Yeah, we have this set of 4 that Vinci is using right now. See how easy that is? You just place it on the apple and push it down.
Yeah.
That was
And
pretty easy, right?
yeah, and all your seeds come off that way and you have the good apple.
And it comes in a set of 4 also for other uses and
Yes.
different fruits to use.
Yeah.
So let's get those apples in there.
Yeah. So I'm putting some apple. I'll put in a lot of mint in there for making it green. And you can use the dates from the Corkin airtight container. Thank you so much, EJ. To add a little bit of a sweetener, and if you can add some milk
I will add the
there.
milk, yes.
Thank you. So I already have some smoothie prepared for us and kept on the side to make sure we don't make too much noise here. So we'll just take a 30-second brisk in that.
So yummy.
And here we go.
Thank you. Nice, that is yummy. I see that we have some leftovers
Yes.
here, and I think it's very important to teach our children from a young age that as little as possible should go to waste.
That is true.
So we have here these food covers made out of silicone. You can also use them for other purposes. Maybe you can show us some
Absolutely.
of the uses of them.
Yeah, so basically these are microwave safe, these are dishwasher safe, and they're food grade. So you can directly use them on your fruit like this and store it in your fridge. You can also use it on your leftover smoothies or leftover food if you don't have a container on it. You do not need to worry about the size because they fit right on top of anything and they kind of seal it through. So now you just need to store it.
We all need some of those, I think.
Absolutely.
Then we have this mint, and I often struggle with that, right? I get a big quantity, but I only use a little bit of it, and I want to keep them, of course, for later use. Do you have any suggestion or idea for us how to keep the mint fresh longer?
Yeah, so that's a very good question, and I was actually hoping you asked me that because I recently Googled ways of storing your mint, and I know that this one works because I've been trying it. So all you need to do is take your mint. You have to make sure that you cut out the roots. You have to make sure there's no moisture in it. Put it in your paper napkin, cover it, and store it in an airtight container. And that's it. This goes in your fridge and lasts up to a week or even more.
I will give that to you for in the fridge.
Thank you so much.
Of course, we do have the peels and other things that we will have to get disposed of.
Yeah.
So we suggest, for example, teaching your children from a young age the importance of segregating your waste, at least in wet and dry. Ideally, of course, you could also go to separating your paper, your carton, metals, tins, things like that. We have, for example, our Hallebach collection for for waste sorting, but there's many other options out there as well.
Yeah, that is super. But you know what? You don't need to throw it all away. Sometimes it's so easy to grow small herbs and small vegetables within your kitchen as well. And I do it all the time. So all you need to do is make sure you cut the stems of your herbs and your vegetables and store it in water like I'm doing so here, or in soil directly, and they'll sprout. So I have some onions, I have some potato and some herbs growing in my kitchen garden, and I love it. So if you don't have a very big space, we also have this small little kitchen garden which you can put on the top of a shelf to avoid any mess. And all you need to make sure is that you spray little water on it every now and then to make sure that it's green and it's moist. So whenever my niece visits, EJ, she loves spraying water on these little seedlings which I have lying around every hour or so. And I feel you guys can do it too with your kids.
Thank you for sharing that. I also love how it looks. I
Yeah.
myself love to cook, and especially with fresh herbs. It's so much nicer, the
You can
flavor.
just chop off
Yes,
the
right.
herbs
And
and
it
use
looks
it in the
nice
kitchen.
too, I think.
Really cool.
Of course, for those not as fortunate to maybe have a balcony or an entire garden, it can start as little as in an oven dish like this. You can use it over and over again. As you can see, it holds many seedlings,
Yeah.
and you can do the sprouts here as well. Super easy, practical, and I think very important as well, fun with the kids.
Yes, yes. And you can move it around as you want to. Great, EJ. So, what do we have next? So, I think one of my favorite things as a child, and even today, is packing my own tiffin. A new tiffin box was such a fun and inspiring thing. I could tell my friends that I got a new tiffin box, and I would just love to pack it myself, like I do today as well. So, IKEA has a lot to offer when it comes to, tiffins. Would you like to talk about it a
Sure,
little?
as you said, we have many options,
Yeah.
and I do think the Tiffin box is one of those things that really can bring back
Yes.
childhood memories. But let's create some new childhood memories as well. For example, with this very cute box over here, this food start with my favorite Aluca Parata inside. We close the ears and the box is closed.
You.
Then we have these IKEA 365. We saw them earlier also with the mint, right? So airtight for your Italy, for example. Easy to close and to carry with you. Same goes for our Samba.
Thank you. And do you have like a bottle which we can carry with it?
We do have this IKEA 365 water bottle as
Yeah.
well. Of course, we can put our smoothie in it that we made earlier, or any other drink to give our kids to go to school.
And I love it because it's so easy to carry
Yes, right.
around, and it's so slender. It just fits in your bags so easily. Another one of my favorites is this flask, the hot flask. So this basically for people who like to carry one pot meals or smoothies to work, you can just easily pour your whole food in it and eat right out of it. It's so convenient. It keeps your food also hot.
And I know that your colleagues love your lunches as well, right? So why not put one
More
of
than me.
these? Yes, right. Why not put one of these stickers on it to make sure that everybody at work in the fridge knows that's Vinci's
This
lunch.
belongs to me. Yes, I love it.
Well, Vinci, thank you very much for sharing your tips and ideas with us on how to make a nice, healthy lunch together with the kids. I think in a fun way, in a safe way, and to secure that they have a great day.
Yeah, and I'm super glad I could share my healthy tips and stories with you guys of how to starting your day in a healthy and more sustainable way, and how to share it with your kids and have fun at it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got inspired by it. And with that, I would like to invite you to go to our website or come to one of our stores in Hyderabad, Mumbai, or Nagasandra and check out our complete range.
Yeah, do look out for our upcoming live events as well. There's many more coming on a number of topics that will be very exciting and fun, I think. Thank you for spending this day with me. I'm hungry and I'm eager to start shopping for those little silicone food covers.
Let's go then. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining.